Hello, self-love community. I have another T chart for you. This is for anyone who's having a hard time processing their pains. There's so many ways, so many visuals, so many equations that's helpful. This actually came through naturally through a client call. So shout out to the client. You know who you are. This is not only, there's a two T charts I'm going to show you, okay? So T chart to process, and I'm going to use myself for an example, okay? So what I would like for you to do is drawing a straight line across like this, okay? So just going straight into it. We're actually going to draw two lines. So there's going to be a T right here. There's going to be two T's, one here and one here. So more on the left hand side, and then there's one more towards the right hand side. So there's actually going to be three columns, okay? On the top left, you're going to put trigger. See what the trigger is? So for an example, a lot of the triggers that has been happening for me, it's been triggering a type of emotion called shame. And the reason why I've been getting more triggered with shame is because as I'm co-creating these self-love courses, as I am continuing to be an observer of my emotions, and as I am around family all the time, and I know exactly what it is that's going to give me more inner peace, and that's bridging the gap, healing between me and my family. And then with that, a lot of shame comes up because for those of you who don't know this part of my story, I am the oldest of three younger siblings, and because I'm the oldest, I experienced a lot of things firsthand, like being heartbroken, being bullied, and unfortunately, I projected a lot of those pains onto my siblings. So there's a lot of shame around how I was as a family member and how I treated them. I chose my boyfriend and friends and partying over spending time with them and being there for them. So my triggers has been shame. So your triggers can be feeling anger, feeling sad, feeling depressed, feeling unworthy, feeling ashamed, feeling guilt, feeling confused, like all of that. Let's just say that's a trigger of emotions. So the point here is to express what kind of shames are coming up and how you're feeling. This is a great way to identify your emotions and really face it, being able to bring it to light so that you can start the processing. So as you write down what you're shameful of, like why this shame is coming up, or what emotions are coming up, we're going to go into this middle part. We're going to ask ourselves, where is this trigger coming from? Okay, so we're going to write that right there in the middle. So this allows you to see why you have this. Where is this coming from? So for me, I kind of just said it, but basically my shame comes from realizing how selfish and how much pain I have caused onto them, how I have projected onto them. So it came from first experiencing bullying from a girl that was a couple months older than me. And because she was the oldest out of the three of us friends, we were like baby childhood friends, she bullied me and treated me like a peasant. So I don't know if that, in the whole culture of like, if I'm older, then I'm the respectable one. I'm the boss. So she was basically the boss of me and these two other girls, me and another girl. And I, looking back, that's when I started treating my siblings differently, because I was being taught, that's how you're supposed to treat people who are younger than you. Like you're the boss and it's your say or the highway. So that's when it started. And then, a lot of people pleasing started happening, because when you're feeling pain, you want to feel loved. And I was taught that you experience love with other people, so that I would people please and try to fit in so that I could feel that love. And then eventually I got into relationships that really mirrored where I was, which was I was insecure. I had a lot of pains that I had not processed. And again, I was taught to find the one. And if they like you back, then boom, let's be in love. But you can see where I'm going. I'm starting to really explain where it's coming from so I can understand where it's coming from, right? Because we did a lot of things to deal with our pains. And ultimately, right, as we project those pains weren't yours to begin with. It was from somebody else, and they have projected onto you. You absorb it, so then you project it onto somebody else. So as we share, journal, express where the trigger is coming from, we are going to go over here in this last part of the processing where we ask, what have I learned from this experience? This part is great to express because it doesn't allow this shame or like the bad negative emotions that are coming up that's in your way of flowing in your day to have power over you. You're going to address how you're feeling, explain where it's coming from to understand it more, and then we're going to share what we learned from this. Because if we're learning from this, then would you say because of this experience, we're becoming better because we're actually learning, we're choosing to grow from it? So to answer the question with you right here, what have I learned from the experience? I've learned that hurt people unknowingly hurt people. I have learned that people will project their pains unknowingly if they don't know how to process it in a different way that's way healthier. And because I've experienced so much pain in this realm, I had no choice but to find something different. And so I was able to learn how to process my pains. And because of that, today, I'm able to share this experience forward with people. I'm able to coach, be a guide, be a teacher to those who seek support. I am able to be a better family member because of this realization, because of this journey, this experience. And and from this experience, I also learned that people are doing the best that they can, and that there is a way to be better because of my shames. And this also makes me relatable. And I am stronger because of this experience. I'm addressing my shame, continuing to express, continuing to talk about where it came from, and then ultimately being grateful for this experience because I am learning a lesson and I'm showing that through my actions. So you see how that's all a process. And I'm telling you, the more that you express, the more that you become stronger because you're not allowing the triggers to win. You're not allowing this to define who you are. You're choosing to take it, process it, and then refine it with how you're learning from this and how it's making you to a better person. So hope you enjoyed that. And if you need extra support, whether it's one-on-one or you can use a workshop to really like get more of the inner work, or you need you're someone who would love a day-by-day course that can help you address what you need help addressing, and then being able to have a starting point and then getting really strong in your self-love, take the 30-day journal experience. The information is all the link above. I'm going to link it up here too. And if you have any questions, just message me and we can take it from there. All right. Much love from me to you. Once again, I'm here to hold a safe space always to help support you in your self-love journey and ultimately experience becoming your own inner best friend. Because at the end of the day, you're there with yourself 24/7. We can expect people to do only so many things as they are going through their own journey as well. So let's become our own inner best friend. Okay. Bye.